Crumbling as we speak.
What's up, party people?
My name is Ethan. This is Ben on bass.
We got
and
Jake
this is
behind
Jake
us.
on drums. We're going to play a shortened version of one of our songs called Shaped by Curiosity. All right. Give it up for Mr. Jake Limbiero. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for Crumbling as we speak. Woo! Man, you guys are for real rock stars. That had me raging so hard, my man James backstage had to get me a chair to sit down. Even the equipment started raging too. Thank you. Yo, I'm sorry. I have some questions. I bet we all got some questions, but is that your song?
Yes.
You're going to have to tell me a little bit about playing in a band and how did you make that?
How did I make that? Well, a lot of those riffs are just riffs I came up with like 2-3 years ago by messing around. And when I formed the band, I kind of was just like, okay, well, let's take a lot of my old riffs and add some new riffs, put them all together, make a new song.
Y'all would not believe these two are actually, I know these two, I think all three of you are actually freshmen at SUNY Oneonta, am I correct? Yo, this is what we do here at the Oneonta Talent Show. We really have young talent, and you guys are the next generation of the world that is going to take the entertainment industry by storm. So thank you. Judges, are you guys hearing what I'm hearing?
There we are. Very cool. I really enjoyed it. Great antics, great stage presence. Really cool.
All right, hi guys, I'm Khalil. I loved your performance. It was very entertaining. I didn't know what was happening until the stage crew came on, so some drums were falling over. You were rocking out a little too hard or something. That wasn't your fault. I thought that your recovery was great. You were able to keep the groove. You two were holding it down up front. The bassist, you got some moves, my dude.
You'll see a bit more of my moves later. I'm
was
playing with
so-
Cyprian.
Oh, great! We're gonna get you again. Your presence was really awesome. Loved to see that.
It's all about having fun.
Your style of playing bass was really cool too. So you've got the 5-string.
Missing all the notes, pick falling out of my hand. I'm really good at what I do.
It was really fun. I thought you guys sounded great. The riffs were really fun too. Nice technical playing
Thank you.
there. Very good. Let's see what Paul thinks.
Hey guys, I see you around the halls. I could tell you got cred. And great to hear this. I'm such a prog head from way back and a metal head from way back, but what you're doing is so cool. You guys have that odd beater thing down, a cool, tear your head off riff going on. That it's a mixture of all kinds of brands of metal now, isn't it? wouldn't you say you guys listen to a bunch of different kinds of metal, and this is a little bit of all of them, maybe? Yeah. You know, the only thing I was wanting for, and I know it's hard to do this live with a little set. You probably have a bigger set you like to play more often, and you have a different sound situation, is to kind of hear the form of the song articulated. It sounded like one bled into another and bled into another. If there was a way to kind of make us hear the form, maybe with other songs, you're right. It's easier to hear that or whatever. But I loved all the different kinds of things we heard in it. And I loved the change ups. But there were some places where it sounded like we needed to hear that riff 6 going to riff 7 and the way it articulated the piece. You know, make it distinct so we can hear how it flows like an episodic metal anthem. You know, yeah.
Yep, thanks for all that.
One more time for Crumbling as we speak.